good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, snowstorm Thursday. And of course, we have to work from home again because we're expecting another 3 to 6 or more than 6 inches of snow again. So today, I can do this more than 30 minutes. Every day I had been doing 30 minutes if I have to go to work. But today I'm going to do advanced flow and stretch yoga. This is gonna be 50 minutes and I'm following 5 parks yoga but with Aaron Samson. So hope you guys like it and follow me if you can. But make sure that you have to take care of your body. See you.
We are filming at my personal favorite place in the world, the summer camp where I grew up, named Geneva Glen Camp in Indian Hills, Colorado. So we're up here for the weekend celebrating Geneva Glen's 95th anniversary, and I'm so happy to be here and to step away from all the fun activities to film a yoga class. So you'll probably hear the sounds of activity all around and people passing by and whatever, but I hope that you enjoy the scenery, the beautiful mountain behind me, and maybe some sounds of nature, as well as all the other fun activity sounds. So today's class is going to be a flow and stretch class. And a lot of yoga classes are kind of taught with, the flow, the active postures at the beginning, and then the deep stretch or the, kind of cool down stretch postures at the end. And this class is gonna be unique in the sense that we're gonna flow, stretch, flow, stretch, flow, stretch, flow, stretch. So I personally like this style of class. I think it's fun, and then you get to take some breaks while you're moving along. So I hope you enjoy it, and we will start today in a seated position. So stack your shoulders over your hips and your head over your shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big shoulder roll, relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears, and rest your hands either in your lap or on your knees. Just let your arms be loose and close your eyes. We're going to take 5 grounding, centering, deep breaths here. So breathe in through your nose, hold it at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Close your lips. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose and just settle into your space and begin to listen to the sound of your breath as it flows in and out through your nose, maybe activating your Ujjayi Pranayama. As you deepen your breath, begin to shape your breath into even length inhales and exhales. Make each breath longer and slower than the one before. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or open them. We're going to start with neck rolls in both directions. So inhale to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bring your left ear to your shoulder, and then chin to chest. You can go all the way around or halfway around, whatever's more comfortable for you. We'll take 3 in this direction. When you come back around, just switch directions, 3 in the opposite direction. Back to center. We're going to continue to warm up the spine, so we're just going neck down. So let's start with twist Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand out behind. Take a breath in to lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist deeply, looking out over your shoulder. One more breath here. Again, keep your inhales and exhales long and slow. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead just to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Breathe in, reach up. Both arms up overhead, lengthen your spine again. We're gonna side bend. So exhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Maybe your elbow, reach up with your right arm and across, keeping your shoulder in line with your hip to lengthen your side. Breathe in, both arms up overhead again. One long line in your spine. Exhale, side bend to the opposite side. Breathe in, both arms up overhead. Breathe out, release your hands. One last spinal warm-up where we'll take some cats and cows to really get some movement into the spine. So come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe in, come into cow pose. Dropping your belly, lifting the crown of your head and your tailbone. Exhale, round your spine. Again, cow. Cat. Cow, last time. Cat. And come back to tabletop position. Take your knees wide, bring your toes to touch. Come into child's pose. So stretch for your hips and your shoulders. Start to walk your hands forward to the maximum comfort level for you this morning, this afternoon, and relax your head down. Take a breath here. Walk your hands back up. And go ahead and bring your knees to hip distance apart. Tuck your toes under and come into downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Any movements that feel good, just wobble out your head, pedal out your legs. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhaling through your nose. Last breath here. Walk your feet forward toward the front of your mat. And inhale, come into a halfway lift. People having fun. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hold here. So this is a stretch for the backs of your legs. So it's okay if your legs are bent. You're just working them in the direction of straight. This is early on in class. Take it slow, take it easy. We're just warming up here. All right, now breath to movement. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe a little bit deeper this time. And last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet toward one another. Keep a little bit of a space between your heels. Go ahead and sweep your arms off to the side, and on a big breath in, reach all the way up to tall mountain. Maybe peek up at your fingertips. As you exhale, cactus your arms. Draw your elbows down, lift your chest, open your shoulders. Inhale, both arms up overhead for tall mountain. As you exhale, take a side bend. So slide your right hand down your right leg and reach your left arm up and across your body. Breathe in, both arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend in the opposite direction. Breathe in, both arms up overhead. tall mountain. As you exhale, hands either through heart center or off to the side, hinging from your hips, come into forward fold. Bent knees if you'd like. Go ahead and bend your knees as much as you need to or want to. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. All right, plant your hands on your mat. Step all the way back to high plank pose. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to keep your left hand and your left foot on the floor. You're just going to roll to the left. Inhale, side plank, right arm reaches up. Exhale, plank. Switch sides. Inhale, side plank. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, separate your feet. Exhale, lower down onto your mat. Nice and slow to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands right where they are. Zip up your legs or keep your feet at hip distance apart depending on how your low back is feeling this morning. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, release. Move your hands back about an inch, about to your ribs. Inhale, medium lift cobra. So go ahead and press up just past your rib cage. Exhale, lower down. We're going to come all the way into high cobra here. Eventually, you're going to want your hands right underneath your shoulders, so scoot them back a little bit more. Inhale, peel up. Now, high cobra, you keep your legs on the floor in like upward facing dog. Exhale, lower down. Take your hands, place them right back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under either knees, on or off the floor. Press up, high plank. Press back. Downward facing dog. All right, let's move into a couple of standing postures now. So on your next breath in, lift your right leg all the way up behind you for three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, round your spine. Bring your knee toward your nose. Step your foot right between your hands. It's okay if you have to take 5 steps on the way. Just make sure that eventually your right knee is right over your right ankle. Keep your left hand on the floor or a block. Inhale, right arm high. Twisting lunge. Inhale again. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Both hands come up off the floor. Heel stays lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale here. One more breath. Inhale. Now exhale, we're going to take twisting crescent now. So you're going to take your left hand forward and your right arm back, but keep your shoulders over your hips. You're not leaning forward. Twist. This takes a lot of core strength. So use your core. Twist, 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 twist. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, listen to this cue. Right arm comes down. Left arm comes up and over. So you're making a circle with your arms. Spin all the way open to warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Just 2 breaths in each of these postures. On your inhale, go ahead and bend back to reverse warrior. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to spin your arms all the way back down to low lunge. So your left heel peels up off the floor. Step back, high plank. If you have chaturanga in your practice, feel free to take chaturanga, or you can meet knee back in downward facing dog. So lower halfway down or all the way down. Up dog, seesaw, up dog. Your whole leg is lifted up off the mat versus cobra when your legs are down. Back to down dog. Just a little piece of information as we flow along. So let's do the other side. 2 breaths in each posture. Lift your left leg up off the floor. Step forward. So round your spine. Take your knee to your nose. This is good practice and it takes core strength. As many steps as you need. Perfectly fine. Keep your right hand on the floor or a block. Sweep that left arm up for twisting lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand back down onto your mat. Now both arms lift up. Your right heel stays lifted off the floor. Crescent lunge. Another breath. As you breathe out, this time your right arm's going to come forward, your left arm comes back, but your shoulders stay right where they are, over your hips. You're twisting from the base of your spine. Maybe looking out over your fingers, your back fingers. Okay, so same transition. Left arm down, right arm up and over. So you're just going to spin, 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 spin. Warrior two. Big breath in, lean back, reverse warrior, 2 breaths. Bring your arms all the way down to the floor. Back heel lifts up. A little flow if you'd like. Chaturanga is an option, or just back to down dog. Where dog is your inhale breath. Downward dog is your exhale breath. All right, so let's do that little flow. Breath to movement. We'll add a couple postures on, and then we'll do some stretch. So, right leg lifts. Exhale. Low lunge. Take a big breath in. Reach your right arm up. Breathe out. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twisting crescent. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, so we're adding on. Side angle pose, either elbow to knee, hand to the floor. Reach your arm forward or up. Inhale, reverse triangle, so you're going to straighten your front leg. Reach back. Keep that right leg straight. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. So both arms up, palms face out, toes face out. Exhale, hands to your heart, squat down, prayer squat or horse pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. Back to down dog. So I'm going to cue you through high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Big breath here. All right, 3-legged dog on the other side. So left leg high. Low lunge. Twisting lunge, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Big breath in, crescent. Exhale, twisting crescent, so right arm forward, left arm back. Okay, so windmill around, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Adding on here, so reverse warrior is your breath in. Side angle. Breathe out. Reverse triangle. Triangle. Five-pointed star. Prayer squat. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. High plank. Chaturanga. upward dog, downward dog. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling a little bit warm. We did a bunch of strength building standing lunges, so now we're going to do some lunging deep stretches. So let's start right leg high, come to low lunge. Place your back knee on the floor. We're going to take Ardha Hanumanasana, which is half splits pose. So you have several options. We'll hold the pose for 3 breaths. So you can either keep your left hip over your knee and just straighten right leg, or fold over right leg, or you can take your left hip to your heel and then forward fold over your right leg. 3 breaths wherever you choose to be. Working stretch. Your right leg can be as bent as you need it to be. Okay, so we're going to release from this posture. Whether you're down or up, you're going to sit all the way down. Okay, so you'll just slide that left leg out from under you, or that left foot. Bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. Really press sole of the foot to inner thigh, and then make sure your right knee, right toes are pointed straight up to the sky. So inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your right leg. I like this stretch too because it gets your low back into the stretch. Okay, release from this fold, and then you're just going to kind of shimmy your way all the way forward back to your low lunge. So lift that knee up off the floor, tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your right leg high. Now this time take your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So this is a wide-legged lunge. Once again, make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. You can place your left knee on the floor, maybe top of the foot, flat to the floor. Come down as far as you want, and take 3 breaths here. Wherever you are, come back up onto your hands. Tuck your toe under. Lift your knee up off the floor. Inhale, take your right leg high. Exhale, open your hip and bend your leg. Straighten it out and release. Okay, we're going to take those couple stretches on the other side. So lift your left leg up. First, we come to low lunge. Preparation for half splits pose. So both variations, same on this side. Maybe different variation for you on this side or the same. Choose the one that works best for you. Most importantly, keep your left knee and left toes pointed up or pointed forward. 3 breaths here. And from wherever you are, you're going to take your right foot out from underneath you and bring your right foot to your left inner thigh. Sit up tall, hinging from your hips, forward fold over your left leg. Make your way forward, back to low lunge. Bring your left leg high again. Preparing for a wide-legged low lunge. So left foot comes to the outside of your left hand. as many steps as you need to get it there. And place your right knee on floor. Top of your foot flat to the floor. Come down as far as you want to or are able to, or that feels good on this side or today. Every day is different, every side is different, every time. 3 breaths. Back up onto your hands. Tuck your toes, lift your knee. Left leg high, 3-legged dog. Did that hip opener here. So stack your left hip on top of your right. Open up, bend your left leg. Love this stretch. 3-legged dog. Down dog. Reposition yourself in a comfortable downward facing dog with your feet at hip distance apart. Take another full breath here. Okay, look to the front of your mat. Step, walk, or float. Look to forward fold. Feet at either hip distance apart or toes touch. I'm coming into chair pose. So inhale, drop your hips, lift your arms. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Inhale, come into palm tree pose. So you're going to sweep your arms up like you're doing tall mountain, but come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Spread your hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. And then exhale, drop your heels, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Take it to low lunge. So we're going to do a couple balancing postures now in this second series of flow. So inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, a full airplane. I have a friend waving to me from the hiking trail down there. Inhale here. Now exhale, lightly step your foot back. Come into airplane lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Come into 5-pointed star. Prayer squat. 5-pointed star. Standing straddle splits, heels behind toes. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, flatten your back. Exhale, bring your left toes to an angle and side lunge onto your left side. Inhale here. Exhale. Go ahead and rotate toward the back of your mat. We're going to do a little mandala, a little circle. Come into low lunge here. Now you're going to take your left leg, lift it up behind you for 3-legged dog. Exhale, take a shortened stance in preparation for warrior 1. So your foot might be a little bit behind your hand, your wrists this time. Lower your heel down. Inhale, come up to warrior 1. Exhale, take your hands behind your back. Puff up your chest, inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Inhale all the way back to warrior 1. So you're going to square off your shoulders and your hips and reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, standing splits. Step onto your left foot. Your hands are going to come to the floor. Your right foot, right leg comes straight up behind you without hiking up your right hip. And then exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale, palm tree pose. So lift your heels up off the floor, hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Exhale, lower your heels, hands to your heart, hinge at your hips. Uttanasana, standing, forward, fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. High plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. If you'd like, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. The cabin where we're filming and staying is right next to the zip line, so you might hear some hoops and hollers of people flying down the mountain behind me. All right, you ready for the other side? So lift your left leg up. No, I'm sorry. So you're gonna go ahead and look forward. We're gonna start the same way for both sides. So look forward, hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale, palm tree. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float back. Inhale, upward dog. Big breath out, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Low lunge. Crescent as you breathe in. Airplane as you breathe out. Take a breath. On your next breath out, airplane lunge. Step lightly back. Crescent. Warrior 2. 5-pointed star. Prayer squat. 5-pointed star. Standing straddle splits, hinging from your hips, heels behind toes. Halfway lift. You're gonna lunge to the front of your mat. So right toes come to an angle, all the way down. So either hands to heart or on the floor for support. Go ahead and make your way to the front of your mat. Low lunge. Inhale, right leg high. Now remember, a shortened stance for warrior 1. So foot right behind your wrists. Your right foot right behind your wrists. Lower your back heel to the floor. Warrior 1. Big breath in. Let it out. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands. Inhale, expand your chest. Press your fists down toward your mat. And then take your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee for humble warrior. Next breath in. You're going to square off your shoulders and your hips as you reach your arms high back to warrior 1. And then exhale. Take all of your weight onto your right foot and come into standing splits. So lift that left leg up. Exhale, left foot meets your right. Let's finish it off here. So inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale, palm tree pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands through your heart. Lower your heels into your hips. Come down with a flat back. Monkey, chaturanga if you choose. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Since we're here, and it's my favorite way to start the pose, let's take half pigeon. So now we're going to do some stretch between our flow. So lift your right leg high, right knee to right wrist, right toes toward left wrist, or whatever works for your knees. So even if it needs to be back halfway down your mat, that's fine. The closer your right toes get toward your left wrist, the deeper the hip stretch is going to be. Lengthen first, just to set your spine upright, and release to a comfortable-ish position personally like half pigeon, not everyone does, but we're gonna take 3 breaths here for the sake of our hips. Your hips will thank you. Great posture to listen to the sound of your breath. So try and slow it down, even it out, steady it out. From wherever you are, come on up. We're going to transition kind of some fun little movements through a number of different postures from this position. So you'll just kind of have to listen to my cues. You're going to slide your right knee, your left knee, starting out strong. Your back knee towards your right heel. Left knee, right heel. Take your right hand out behind you. It's going to be a stretch for the fronts of your hips. So just press up, lift your left arm straight up, the sky or the ceiling. If it feels good to you and you have a really flexible upper back, you're welcome to reach back. Inhale. Exhale. And release back down. From here, you're going to bring your right shin closer in the direction of parallel to the front of your mat.
Okay.
Now take your right knee, your left knee, sorry, I keep doing that, on top of your right ankle. Left ankle on top of right knee. Fire log pose. Flex your toes so your toes are in line with your heel. Your heel is in line with your knee. Even if your knee is way, 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 way up here, we want the shins to be parallel to one another. Okay? 2 more breaths here, wherever you are. You're welcome to forward fold 2. All right, now your bottom shin, your right shin is going to come back in. Go ahead and take your left foot out in front of you. Take your hands underneath the sole of your foot and lift your left foot up off the floor. Okay, you can have your knee bent or you can begin to straighten your leg. Okay, we're not going to revolve our heron this time, but you're going to take your left foot, guide it to the left so that you have your right foot, right sole of your foot on your left inner thigh. All right, so take your left hand to your right knee. Do you love these lefts and rights? Twist. Look out over your right shoulder. Look back to the front of your mat, and then sweep your right arm. Fingers towards your left toes. Nice little side bend here. And release. Okay, for half pigeon on the other side, we're going to come back to downward dog. So just go ahead and come back to down dog. All right, preparing for half pigeon and the rest of our stretches on the left side. Lift your left leg up, left knee toward left wrist, left toes toward right wrist. Go ahead and lengthen. And release. 3 breaths. on to the next posture, you're going to take your right knee, bring it toward your left heel. So just slide your back leg up. Take your left hand behind your left hip and lift on up. You can reach back if you'd like. Okay, release. Bring your left shin in the direction of parallel to the front of your mat for fire log pose. Sweep your right leg all the way around. Stack it on top of your left shin. So left, right ankle, left knee, right knee toward left ankle. You can fold forward if you like for 3 breaths. Okay, come on up. Take your left shin, your bottom shin, bring it closer in so it's not parallel anymore. Right foot out in front of you. Take your hands underneath the sole of your right foot. Lift your right heel up off the floor. And stay right here if you like, or you can straighten it. So guide your right leg to the right, set it down, left sole of your left foot, right inner thigh. Twist first, so take your right hand on top of your left knee, left hand out behind, stay nice and tall, maybe peek out over your left shoulder. And then look back toward the front of your mat, keep your right hand where it is. Reach your left arm, left fingers toward your right toes. Make any adjustments that you need, most importantly so your left shoulder isn't rolling in, but that you're nice and long and lengthened.
Ouch.
Release. All right, back to down dog. Are you ready for your 3rd set of flow? Someone's excited. So much for the sounds of nature, but it's the sounds of happy people, so that makes me happy. I hope you are getting a kick out of it. All right, so take another breath here. All right, lift your right leg up. Step through to low lunge. Okay, this is going to be one continuous movement. So your left arm is going to lead the way. Left heel is going to come to the floor. We're going to go all the way to reverse warrior. So spin it all the way up. Hello, warrior 2. Keep on moving. Reverse warrior. Half moon. So now we're balancing with open hips. I don't want to hit the railing here, so I'm moving back. Okay, so lengthen into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Take another breath here. As you exhale, come back into your prayer squat position. So land lightly. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Okay, exhale, you're going to come into sun god pose. So keep your feet where they are. Bring your arms parallel to the earth. Palms face up. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess pose. So bring your arms into like a goalpost position. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Last one, moon god. So squat down again. Now bring your elbows in, palms face out, chest stays open. Okay. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, we're gonna spiral down to low lunge. So all the way back down, heel lifts up off of the floor. Inhale, come all the way to a standing staff position. So you're gonna step all of your weight onto your right foot, step forward. I'm gonna move back on my mat. Lift your left leg up. Maybe straighten it for 3, 2, 1. Standing pigeon, cross your left ankle over your right knee, squat down. Just for your exhale breath. Inhale, standing staff. Exhale, tree. Left foot to your right inner thigh. Bring your hands to your heart or up to the sky. Hold here just for 3 breaths today. Okay, exhale, bring your left foot to meet your right, mountain pose. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. You guys all know that's all optional. You don't have to do chaturangas if they're not in your practice. Take a breath here. All right. Left leg high, low lunge. Okay, let's do that fun transition. So one movement all the way to reverse warrior. Make it nice and smooth, fluid. Say hello to warrior 2 on your way. Reverse warrior. And half moon pose. Moving back again here. Step onto your left foot. Open your hips to the side. Reach up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Light landing in prayer squat. Second side, you always kind of have an idea of where you're going. So we're going to do the God postures. So prayer squat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sun god first, arms parallel. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess pose. These are some of my favorites. They're so strong, so grounded. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, moon god. Elbows in. Squeeze your shoulder blades, palms face out. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Then circle it on down to low lunge. So your heel lifts up off the floor. You're going to step your weight onto your left foot, come to standing staff pose. I'm going to scoot back here on the mat. So right leg comes through, straight or bent for 3, 2, 1. Standing pigeon pose just for an exhale. Standing staff. And tree pose for 3 breaths. So take your right foot to your left inner thigh or calf or ankle. Hands to your heart or lifting up to the sky. All right, so step all the way back to low lunge. High plank pose. Chaturanga. Bird facing dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, so another set of stretches here. So go ahead and take your shins onto the floor. Bring your knees to touch. Bring your heels wide. Shins onto the floor and sit your hips between your heels. Sit up nice and tall for hero pose. We're going to either hold here for 3 breaths or you can take reclined hero, whichever one suits you. I'm just going to come back onto my forearms, but you're welcome to come all the way back onto your back. Hold for 3 breaths. way back up. We're going to take a twist here. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can keep your leg in half hero pose if you like. Straighten your right leg straight out in front of you. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can either take your left foot to half lotus or you can take your left foot to your inner thigh. All right, from here, take your right hand to your left knee. Put your left arm out and behind you. Take a full breath here. Okay. Come all the way back forward. Bring the soles of both of your feet to touch for butterfly pose. Hands around your ankles, sit up nice and tall. And then either stay here for 3 breaths or you can hinge forward for 3 breaths. You're folded forward, come all the way back up. And we're going to take seated straddle splits. So you can just take your legs wide, right where you are. If you'd like to turn sideways on your mat, that's more comfortable for your feet. I'm just going to stay right here. Knees, toes pointing up, either hands behind your back to keep your spine upright. Your legs can be bent if they need to be. If you want greater stretch in your inner thighs without rolling your knees and toes in, you can start to hinge forward. Release. Bring your legs back together. Take the same variation you did on the other side for your twist. So you can take half hero, bring your right shin back. Half lotus, take your right foot to your left hip flexor, or take your right foot to your left inner thigh. Keep your spine upright. Left hand to right knee. Left knee and toes pointed up. Twist and breathe. Release. And release. Okay, we're not going to take those other 2 stretches again. Okay, we wanted to get both sides though. Your last set of flow. We're going to stay on the floor and we're going to do core. Okay, so we're not going to do any holding of core, we're just going to move. All right, so we're going to start in boat pose. It's your last push, my friends. So boat pose. Take a breath in and out. Okay, breathe in as you exhale, low boat. Boat, low boat. Again. 2 more times. Boat. 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 Roll back. Roll. Boat. And again. Hold it, and then keep your feet lifted but lower down onto your back. Thumbs under your bum. Lift your legs up to the ceiling or the sky. Lower them down and lift. Last time. Hug your knees in. Bring your legs to 90 degrees, arms out. I prefer T here with the palms face down. It's for your obliques. You can have your legs straight if you want. I'm gonna have mine bent. It's my preference today. Lower to the right. Don't touch them. Lower to hover. Back to center. To the left. Center. Keep going. Right and left. Hug them in. Roll on up. Okay. A couple stretches for your spine. We're going to take camel and rabbit. So come up onto your shins. You guys who practice with me know the way I like to get into camel. If you're familiar with the pose and you like to do it the traditional way, go ahead. Just have some pretty tight shoulders, so this is just my preference. I'm going to tuck my toes under, sit low onto my heels, cup my heels with my hands, and then I'm going to press up from here. So let's just hold camel for 3 breaths. Release. And then come down, tops of the feet, flat to the floor. So your hips to your heels. Once again, take a hold of your heels. Now you're gonna round forward. So bring your chin to your chest, roll your shoulders forward. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Top of the head to the floor. Lift your hips up. Lower down. Come all the way up. Okay. Go ahead and come down onto your back. Last stretch for your spine today in class. Take your hands alongside your body for bridge pose. If you prefer wheel, I'm not going to do a wheel today, but you can take wheel if you have that in your practice and you like it. You're certainly nice and warm and stretched out for it. So lift your hips up, hold for 3 breaths. Lower down, nice and slow. Okay, bring your legs to a 90-degree angle. I'm going to bring my arms to a goalpost position. Lower your knees to the right for a supine twist. Knees to the left. Switch sides. Bring your knees to the left. Knees to the right. Come back to center. One last little squeeze before Shavasana. And when you're ready, take your time. Prepare yourself for Shavasana. So get comfortable on your mat. Let your feet be a little wider than hip distance apart if that's comfortable for you. Let your feet fall open. Rest your arms alongside your body. Palms face up, fingers relaxed. Take a deep breath in here. Let it go to your mouth. And then just settle in. Come back to the comfortable, natural rhythm of your breath.
Namaste.
The light worked good.
Yeah. You see it?
Yeah. Coming good.
Ah. Ah. Who's that? Dubai Robe Padrito. I was really super stretched. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like it and do the same thing. Be healthy. Be mindful. Stay healthy. God-fearing. Namaste.